Revenge films.
I'm an ordinary salaryman, but I work at a small company, so I don't get any bonus. And with the car inspection I have regularly, I had to save money daily, so I was always short of money. That's why I often went to the beef bowl chain nearby. It was cheap, delicious, and made me full, so it was like an oasis for me. I was a regular customer there, so when I got to my usual seat, I ordered my usual, the large beef bowl, which cost $3. Then at the same time, a female customer who was here alone ordered the special eel bowl. She had messy blonde hair with her natural brown hair showing at the top. She wore short pants with a t-shirt and worn-out Hello Kitty sandals, and she basically looked stupid. I know I sound rude, but I honestly was surprised to see this woman who looked like she was poor could afford the special eel bowl, which I rarely ordered. And when she got her special eel bowl, she gobbled down the food so fast. I glanced at her, wondering if she won the lottery and thinking how delicious her bowl looked. And then I finished my beef bowl. She was at the cashier before me.
That would be $10.
Huh? What a ripoff!
No, your total is $10.
No way! It should be $1.
Miss, the special eel bowl costs $10.
Huh? It said $1 on the sign outside.
It says that the special eel bowl costs $10 on the menu as well.
Are you serious? I came to eat here because it said $1 on the sign outside. There's no way I'm paying.
But it does say $10 on the sign outside, though.
I'm telling you, I don't care. I only have $2 with me right now. See?
Like that, she showed what was inside her wallet. It seemed like she was telling the truth, and the staff looked helpless. While I was in line for the cashier, I quickly looked outside. When I found the sign in the parking lot, it said that the special eel bowl cost $10, large and clear. But because it was written vertically, at a quick glance you might misread it as $1. But using your common sense, there's no way a special eel bowl would only cost $1. So the staff seemed troubled, but the female customer continued.
I have no money. It's the restaurant's fault for making the sign look confusing.
She was making a fuss. Finally, the staff...
I'll call the manager, so please wait for a second.
She went to get the manager from the back, then the manager quickly appeared. Then the manager stared at the female customer's face carefully as if he noticed something, whispered something in the staff's ear, and went back to where he came from. The customer looked a bit panicked, wondering where he went to, but the staff made her wait, asking her to give them more time. I figured that it would take more time than I thought, and I wanted to go home quickly, so I wanted to pay first, and I called the staff. Then the female customer turned to me. Then she suddenly softened her expression, glanced up at me, and said,
Hey, please?
Huh? What is she asking me? My guess was that she was acting cute, using her femininity as her weapon, luring me to pay for her. But she made me feel nothing. The reason was because her face when she was acting all cute gave me chills. She had fierce eyes with single eyelids and small irises. I guess she gave me that look thinking she looked pretty, but she was definitely misunderstanding. Her small irises were gone, revealing the white parts of her eyes when she glanced up at me, so her expression resembled a hag from those old stories. And to be honest, she looked as if she wanted to pick a fight with me. And it had been long since I saw someone so crazy. So I froze, feeling chills up my spine. I'd had enough of it, and when she realized that I wasn't reacting the way she wanted me to, She changed her target to the middle-aged man who was in line after me. With her arms crossed, she approached the man with a hairstyle that looked like a barcode and did exactly what she did to me.
Hey, oh, please.
She asked, looking like a hag. When the man saw her expression, he broke out in a cold sweat, and it was clear that she didn't make his heart flutter. He pretended to laugh and looked away. She seemed frustrated because she wasn't able to make both our hearts flutter, but a construction worker who was watching us as he ate his meal shouted, "Hey, hag! Leave them alone, you're giving me chills. You're an adult now, don't flatter guys. You better pay for your own food." He yelled at her. Then she replied,
Who did you just call a hag, you bastard?
She yelled back, and the restaurant was in chaos. I wanted to go home as soon as possible, and I really didn't want to get involved. Then the manager who went to the back returned and forcefully took her with him, saying he'll listen to her in the back. As he pulled her to the back,
Hey, what are you doing? I'm not at fault. This is a fraud. You're ripping me off.
she was making a fuss in a voice loud enough for the whole restaurant to hear. Once it was quiet again after she left, the staff apologized to me, and after I paid for my food, I left. A week later, I went to eat at the same restaurant. As soon as I went inside, I met eyes with the staffer who was here on that day. She quickly approached me and said,
I'm sorry to trouble you the other day.
She apologized to me once again. How did things go after I left? Then the staffer secretly told me. After she was taken to the back rooms, the manager asked her what happened and what her problem was. What she said was,
It's hard to read when you write numbers vertically. I know that not many people order the special eel bowl, so I bet you're deceiving customers to order them by making the price unclear. This is a fraud. I am the victim.
She barked at him. Then the manager fought back, saying her story doesn't make sense. Miss, I heard that you complained about the sign written horizontally at a different location of our chain restaurant, saying it's hard to read horizontal signs because of the wind, and refused to pay for the special eel bowl. You said it's hard to read numbers that are written vertically, but I assumed that you already knew the price.
I didn't know.
But you misread the sign at a different location of our chain, ate the same menu item, and knew the real price, right? As long as you don't lose your memory or something, there's no way you'd repeat the same mistake at the same chain restaurant.
I don't know.
Then I'll have to call the police.
Wait a minute, it was just a small misunderstanding.
But in either case, you don't have money, so you can't pay for your meal. And he really called the police. When the police arrived, she caused a scene and said,
Okay, I'll pay. I'll go get my money, so I'm never going to the police station. Get off of me!
That's what she said, but the officers looked used to dealing with these types of people and pushed her into the car, saying they'll listen to the rest at the police station. As expected from the police officers, probably because they're dealing with criminals on a daily basis, those types of women we were struggling to deal with were a piece of cake for them. She didn't have any money in her wallet, so in either case she wouldn't be able to afford her meal, so it's natural that they called the police on her. In the end, after the police did some investigation, she's been doing the same thing at other chain restaurants, complaining and basically deceiving the restaurants. So she was deemed guilty of other additional crimes as well, making her sentence longer. Well, I feel relieved that I can finally enjoy my cheap and delicious beef bowl peacefully. But if she was actually pretty, I might have fallen for her and paid for her food. But thanks to her horrendous outfit and face, we managed to get her arrested. So I think things ended well.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.